Wow, and that's already 50 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. Here we are in the BMW M440i. I just picked it up from Nashville, and the little bit I've driven it because it was in a parking garage and there was so much traffic, so I was like, I'm just gonna drive it out of the city, go to a parking lot, and then I'll start recording. I've driven it about 10 minutes and holy cow, I love this car. He has some sort of crack and popples tune. Cracks and pops and burbles tune, whatever you want to call it. It sounds amazing. Throttle's responsive. So I'm renting this car through Turo. This is the first BMW I've rented through Turo. All the other ones have been a Supra or Vets. Now, the first thing I noticed about this car actually was how nice the interior was. This interior is so clean. It really blends luxury and performance very well, almost as well as Audi. I think Audi focuses a little bit more on luxury. BMW focuses a little bit more on sportiness, which is honestly a very fair statement to say. All right, here is what the M440 sounds like. Oh my word. It just sounds so good. Also, once you hit about 4,000 RPM, you're gone. You're just, it is the coolest experience ever. Does this pull like a vet? Absolutely not. But is it four-door and is it way more practical and does it get way better gas mileage? Abso-freaking-lutely. And I love it for that. Wow, and that's already 50 miles an hour. This thing is really quick. You hear that pop? Oh my gosh, this thing sounds so good. The digital dash is really nice. I haven't figured out how to use it fully. Like I said, I've only had the car for about, 15 minutes at this point and actually been driving it. So when I get home, I'll probably take, 15, 20 minutes and just learn all about the infotainment and how all these buttons interact with all the other buttons and blah, 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 and all that fun stuff. This crackle tune that he has on it is beautiful. It's just loud enough to be audible, but it's not too loud to be like, oh my gosh, am I annoying people? Like, for example, when I rented the Supra, that thing was so loud. If I put it into sport and opened the valves and you heard those crackles, it was deafening. Every time I would do that in the neighborhood and downshift and like bang, 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 I would just feel bad. I know what you're thinking. Steve, if you could just turn off the crackles, then just turn them off. Well, that's not what a true car enthusiast would say. They would say, continue with the crackles and just feel bad about it. That's how I live my life. This car is awesome. I'm absolutely loving it. I hate this traffic though. This traffic is really annoying. Also, I didn't fully realize that this car was a hybrid until about a day ago, and I honestly forgot it before I rented the car. So I got in the car and I throw it in drive and it's like showing me the classic gauge where it's like, okay, you're going this way, and then you go like negative into like the, okay, you're regenerative braking, and I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh yeah, it's a hybrid. I forgot about that. So after I remembered that it was a hybrid and the gauge was going like this, first thing I did, I'm shifting myself. They do have this cool mode on the display where you can see the foot-pounds of torque and the horsepower that you are currently making, and it's really, really cool. Also, the HUD on this car is crystal clear. The HUD also shows you the speed limit, and then the second you go over the speed limit, your miles per hour turns red, which is really cool. It's like, oh yeah, I'm breaking the speed limit. Okay, I'm gonna continue to break the speed limit. Just kidding. I would never recommend that because that is not safe. Golly, dude, this thing is so nice. The steering wheel is very beefy. It's a very thick steering wheel. It's also heated, which is really nice. It's not cold enough really right now for me to use it, but it's still a cool feature. Obviously, heated seats, all the works of a nice luxury post-2020 BMW. The beaver teeth on this car look actually really good. They actually look significantly better in person than what I thought they were going to look like. Obviously, if I got this car, one of the first things I would do is do a M beaver teeth conversion, because obviously that just looks significantly better. But for what it is, it still looks really good and it's a clean look. And the beaver teeth are still, they've done more than just grow on me. They're like, I actually genuinely like them on the M440 or M series and true M cars, not the standard. The standard ones, bleh, ugly. Or the I ones too, those are disgusting. Dude, the turbo sound on this, the turbo flutter is unreal. It goes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. It's amazing. Okay, yo, this dude's, hold on. Do you see his exhaust? They're literally falling off. That's crazy. Okay, let me put you back on here before, you know, obviously I have to drive. Gosh. The other thing I really, really appreciate about this car is it's a perfect blend of performance, luxury, and daily drivability. It's super nice because not only can I go out and I can impress my friends with this car, it sounds like $1 million bucks, especially with whatever this guy has done to this exhaust. It sounds great. I can just go to the store. I can put those gates. What am I talking about? Those seats down, and now I can fit like a lot of stuff in this trunk, and it's really nice. So one of the biggest questions, especially with performance cars when it comes to sedans, is are they still practical? And this one definitely checks the box because watch this. Press this and the entire hatch opens up just like a wagon or a hatchback. So you have so much storage back here. It is awesome. Golly. I could get used to this. I could drive this car for a month or two. Listen to that. Oh my gosh. Wait, let's hear what the crackles sound like. You can hear that turbo like it's so cool. Oh my gosh. There's a sport button on the center console that I just missed. Before, I was like, why am I in comfort? I don't know why whenever I go to Tiptronic, it just goes to comfort. It's literally a button. That's crazy talk. I am officially in sport, which I've been trying to do for like the last 5 minutes. We'll cut off the Prius every day of the week, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't want to cut off a Prius? Golly, dude. That turbo flutter is to die for. It's funny, my HUD has now glitched, and it's just glitched at saying, take a sharp right turn in 5 feet. Whereas my Apple Maps on CarPlay is still working fine. So that's interesting. The only thing that's working on my HUD right now is the miles per hour of my car. Now it's updating. That's funny. I didn't think this was a problem with HUDs, but yeah, it's just totally glitched out. All right, so right now we are in sport, and I'm just gonna floor it and see how the gearbox responds. Yeah, that's pretty responsive. That was awesome. It probably shifted up twice. I don't know what gear we were in. I'm assuming we were like gear 5 or 6, and it probably went to gear 3 and just... Golly. So, what do I think of the BMW M440i XDrive Grand Coupe? I absolutely love this car. It is a great blend between performance and practicality because you have the back seats that fold down and you have the full sport back that actually opens up the entire way. So this car is absolutely phenomenal, and if you were even considering buying this car, I highly recommend you go test drive one because my guess is you will love this car and you should buy it. And I cannot wait for in the future when I drive this car again because this car is too good for this to be the last time for me to drive it. This car is absolutely phenomenal.